Hey guys, it's Antusj, and in this video we're going to be building a cemetery. And while that's being built in the background, I wanted to take a minute to talk about a serious topic, which is the loss of a beloved pet. And to kind of tell a story about why I chose to make the kind of pet cemetery here, and my personal experience with losing a pet that I actually cared about. In my solo world, I have tons of pets, but I don't ever name them. I don't really care about them. I gathered the dogs for the achievement. I gathered the llamas for the achievement. I gathered cows and chickens and stuff like that for meat and milk and whatnot. So those pets kind of don't really matter. And I didn't really have to work hard to go get them. I just kind of found them, brought them back to my house, whatever. In this world, when I very first started this world, I had a map for a woodland mansion. The woodland mansion ended up being over 13,500 blocks away, and at the time I had no wings or anything, so it took me a considerable amount of time to get there. It took me at least 4 hours there and 4 hours back on foot. And I also had to cross several oceans, which is extremely boring when you're just starting out, and it's very slow. And so, at about 11,500 blocks away from our house, I find a jungle biome, which to this day is still the only jungle biome that we have found in our world. And I end up, giving some seeds to a bird and getting a bird. And I end up naming the bird. The bird is named Birdus because I'm Antusj, and so he became Birdus. And I bring him all the way with me to the woodland mansion. We freaking we kill some evokers and vindicators, and we get ourselves some enchanted axes and some totems of undying, which was kind of partially the reason I went there, as well as the achievement. And he's doing good. The bird's doing great, and I bring him all the way back home after crossing several oceans. He wouldn't get in the boat. He wouldn't auto-teleport to me correctly, so I had to walk backwards for a very long time, keeping an eye on the bird to make sure he came all the way with me. Literally get outside my house, and Birdus gets shot by a skeleton and dies. And I was so devastated by this experience. And it wasn't long after that my friend's donkey was also killed, and he had named the donkey as well. So we kind of, at that point, decided that maybe while we're doing builds or recording videos where we're not necessarily paying attention to the mobs, we would start to put it on peaceful mode. And I had gathered the feathers that or the feather that Birdus had dropped, and I had named it R.I.P. Birdus and put it on a item frame by my bed in my house. And it had been in there for a long time, and then I realized that he needed a better resting place, and so I decided to do the pet cemetery over here. Now, Birdus being, my pet, and it's my world, so whatever, and also mostly because he was the first pet, he has his own individual grave site and a little sign on his little gravestone. And then the other one next to it is going to be an open grave with some coarse dirt next to it. And eventually, when we get some channeling on a trident, I plan on putting a zombie head in there, so it just kind of looks like a zombie coming up out of the grave. But we also have the slight mausoleum with a double chest. And now everyone who has a pet that passes away in game, if you would like to, you're allowed to take a piece of whatever the pet dropped, name it, or if it's like a dog or something, you can just name like a bone, like it was his bone, whatever, and you can put it in that mausoleum there. And so that's kind of the reason why we decided to build this. And it's got some little guards around it. It's up in the back corner. You might have seen it in a channel news video, because I made that channel news video when that glitch happened, and I kind of rushed that before I finished making the rest of these videos here, so it's about time I go ahead and get it out there, though. And hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the build, and maybe it'll give you an idea for just something creepy to make in Minecraft, or something that maybe you want to do because you also had lost some pets. So hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the video here. It's got a couple minutes left, and I'll catch you guys towards the end. I know it can be a bit difficult to kind of see what I'm doing right here, but I'm actually putting some coarse dirt down to make like a bit of a path, and there's a few spots where I'm putting regular dirt back down because I decided I didn't want it to be coarse dirt. When you're right there in the moment and you're doing it, it's easy to keep track of it, but I know in the video it's a little bit difficult when I have it sped up and then none of it doesn't instantly have grass, so. But I use a lot of coarse dirt, so. Okay. Goodbye, Bertus. Rest in peace, buddy. Well, that's going to do it for this video. So as always, if you like the video, then give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have had any similar experiences. I'm a little bit curious about how much you guys may have cared about some pets that you had lost in-game. As well as any other builds you guys would like to see, just let me know. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.